You're smiling, so your legs are like shut right up. You're smiling, so your legs are like shut right up.
So it is like 12:48 and I was just watching some YouTube video. I'm probably going to, oh my god, I have to pee and they didn't leave my walker. Oh, the struggle is real. The struggle is really real. Because everybody moves. Okay, wheelchair users, tell me, everybody moves your shit. Either you have your walker or your wheelchair. Somebody moves it on you, and you can't get to where you need to go. Yep, that is me right now because I really need to use the bathroom. And, I really need to use the bathroom, and I can't go because they moved my walker, but they are taking the dogs for a walk because they're trying to get some exercise, which is great. It is like 1 something now. I'm so tired. My eyes, because literally, because I didn't get to finish my whole infusion of oils to kind of wake myself up, even though my mom says they smell like dead fish. I'm like, Mom, it does not. It smells of healing, okay? Yes, maybe they have a little strong smell, but it's like literally healing me from the inside out. I literally feel so much better, and I feel like so on edge when I don't get to do my oils. I usually take the weekends off, but because I feel so frustrated about my body, today, I decided I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna do something that makes me happy. So, I'm trying to sit here and not pee my pants because I really need to go, and I've been having a lot of bladder accidents lately, and you could say it's stress, you could say it's whatever, but I don't know. Usually I should probably get tested for UTI because usually that happens, and as you can tell, I'm stuffy and I have my hoodie and my fidget. I'm just trying to be comfy as possible because we have to go in a car pretty soon, and we have to travel because we are looking at a venue. I already said this, but we're looking at a venue for me and my sister and everyone, all the girls, to have a bridal shower at. And I need to see what it looks like, if I can be able to move around. We called and they said they're handicap accessible, but we'll see. And then we are also looking to book an Airbnb because the girl, she wants us girls to be able to get ready with like hair and makeup team, like not in a hotel ballroom. She wants us to get ready like in a house and be able to take pictures and be able to have a drink or two. I cannot drink probably more than 2 drinks that day, probably that entire weekend, because I am on I don't know if it's antidepressants, but I take Prestige for depression and anxiety, and I take Ativan for depression and anxiety, and I will take medical marijuana for joint pain, nerve pain, chronic pain, just all the pain, and depression and anxiety as well. And drugs and alcohol don't mix very well, and unless I wanted to be on suicide watch, I can't drink, because it like negatively affects, like I can, like, all my doctors are like, oh well, if you skip one day it's not gonna kill you because you have a level built up in you. But if I'm like anxious and then I go drink, I don't want to like throw up in the bushes, but then again, I don't want to be left out because this is my cousin and I's first legal wedding with an open bar, and my other cousin Timmy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to the bar. We're gonna buy you a drink." And I said, "Oh, really? I need to have like a wimpy little glass of like wine so I could sip on it." You know, I mean, I don't want to be shit faced and drunk out of my mind, but I would like to be a little bit tipsy, and you know, just whatever. Like I have to give a speech in front of 500 people or like 250 people. You know what I mean? So obviously you're gonna need a little liquid courage to do that. Although I gave a speech in front of my whole public speaking class first day of school. Really, really good. And my communications class. I've done speeches before, but it's different. You know, I haven't spoke in so long. It's not like I speak, you know, for cerebral palsy or depression and stuff. I don't do public speeches about that. But we'll see. I mean, I video, like, and I put that up for the entire world to see, but, like, you know, only reaches 225 people, but whatever. So, we'll see. But, like, I mean, I don't want to be left out. I'm not going to let my illnesses, like, let me sit out of this, because not that my first drink, not that drinking is a once in a lifetime thing, but for me, since I'm going to do it so infrequently, like honestly, if my doctor probably asked me, she'd be like, "Oh, how many times do you drink?" I would say, probably once a month, if that, like just socially, like, cause I was talking about this with a friend, and like we were saying, I'm like, I don't want it to limit me, like if I ever got a job somewhere and people said, "Oh, let's go out for drinks." Like, I don't want that to be a deciding factor to say, "Oh, guys, sorry, I can't." You know what I mean? It's not like I would ever have to worry about, you know, God forbid, drinking and driving, because what are they going to do? Pull me over in my wheelchair? Not going to happen. Although I think it happened to a guy once, like he was no, it happened to a guy on live PD once. He was driving his bicycle, like his bicycle with the like two wheels, you know, the regular like road bike that you'd ride a bike. I haven't ridden a bike in like 10 years because my tone would always cause me to rip out the Velcro on my feet. Anyway, my dad put me in work boots and put Velcro on my feet, and my tone before the pump would just rip them out. I haven't tried it since. I should, but I need a big thing because that would hurt my vagina so bad. Ugh, God. Anyway, you don't need to know that, but it would hurt so bad. But that would be such a good workout. And there's like a good, I would love to do a spin class with like a geriatric old person, because that'd be my pace. A friend of mine with hemiplegia CP, cerebral palsy. There's actually different kinds. I'm a spastic diplegia. She has hemiplegia CP, which is like just her right side. Her right side is affected, I believe. Maybe it's her left. I don't know. One of the hemispheres of the brain is affected, and so she actually teaches a spin class because she's quote unquote mild. I'm probably a little more severe, you know, whatever. But I'd love to do that one day. So just, if I'm ever in New York City, I'm going to hit you up, because she lives in New York, like Long Island area, but she goes to the city quite often. She actually goes to Quinnipiac. She went to Quinnipiac for undergrad, because her Instagram is so cute. It's from patient to PT, because she's going to PT school. And I'm like, oh my God, we don't need more of you in the world. But at least you can give a new perspective. Because, like, that's what always annoys me about, like, doctors and whatever. No matter how smart they are. Like, I had a doctor literally tell my friend that she literally doesn't have Lyme disease. Like, she went to a hospital, and because of the way she was walking and because of her brain, they wanted to diagnose her with CP. And I'm like, you don't just get CP, you know, at age 15 you're fine, but age 16 you have CP. No. God, I wish it was that way. No. I wish I could have got 16 normal years. No. What happens is you're born with it. It's brain damage. Boom, when you're born. Either Logan has it because loss of oxygen. A friend of mine has it really severe. His family actually won a settlement for him because he had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. A friend of mine, Bailey, she had it because she had an in utero stroke. So she was term baby, but then she had a stroke in utero. And I had it because I think my foot was coming out of my mom 10 days too early, and they tried to keep me in there as long as I could. She was telling me that she had to lay upside down, and I've read some of her journals, and it's honestly like crazy to me. But whatever. Anyway, so it's just like it's really like anybody could be different, and I'm like. And then, like, I've literally had doctors tell me, oh, that's not how your pain feels. I'm like, excuse me. My orthopedic tells me all the time, oh, you need to lose weight because you're overweight, your joints hurt, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, lady. I've known her for 20 years. Like, she literally makes me cry about my weight every single time. I walk in there last year. We just went a couple months ago. We went in October because I needed new braces, right? Because she was like, oh, if you don't get these ankles worked on, you're going to be back on my operating table. And I said, oh, really? I said, no, I'm not, because now it's my decision if I want to get cut open. And honestly, other than my pump stuff, I do not want to get cut open again because the healing time for surgery now would be so much longer because my body doesn't just snap back like it used to. And like, I have a life. I'm getting a dog soon if my mom doesn't veto it again, like every time I shop or whatever. But whatever. Like I like I would have to take off from school and like miss a semester because most of the professors at NVCC are not understanding. I had a friend one time whose grandmother died, and this asshole of a professor literally made her bring in his death certificate and freaking obituary to get an extension on an exam because of that. So I would definitely, if I were to have surgery right now on my ankles or my legs or, my back or spine, because for that matter, based on what the chiropractor says on Tuesday, I don't know what he's going to say. I just want my back cracked once. It's going to feel so good to get me back into alignment because I know I have a major curve. I know I do because it's common for people with CP to have scoliosis. Scoliosis. Wow, okay. But literally every time my doctor's like, oh, you need to lose weight. And I said, I've lost 5 pounds. This was back in October. I said, oh, I lost 5 pounds from my sister's wedding. And guess what? My bones still hurt. And this time I'm losing weight still. I've lost about 8 pounds so far, plus or minus a few because of the weight gain. At my lowest, I lost 12 pounds before I gained some of it back this week, due to period, due to just stress, due to whatever. But I'm like, my body still hurts, and I'm in a CP group chat with, 20 other amazing CP warriors or whatever. And I'm like, guys, my body still hurts whether I'm 90 pounds or 120. Yes, I'll give you that it's easier to move. Yes, I will tell you that. But my body hurting has nothing to do with my weight. It has to do that I have a skeletal disability. My skeleton is different. My bones are different. That's why people with CP have osteoporosis, and that's why we're vitamin D deficient, because that's, all of that. It all goes together.
You're smiling, so your legs are shut right up. you're smiling, and so your legs are like shut
I know.
right up.